I tie one last pink balloon to the fence post and step back to survey my handiwork. The backyard looks magical, if I do say so myself. 9 pink place settings, the picnic table, each with a matching napkin folded into a crown. The bounce house, a $275 splurge that made my credit card wince, stands inflated and waiting, its princess turrets gleaming in the October sunshine. The Pixel Princess cake from Mila's favorite video game sits on the dessert table, 9 candles standing at attention. Perfect, I whisper. Though nobody's around to hear, I glance at my watch for the 3rd time in 5 minutes. 11:42, Mom and my sisters should be here by now. They promised to come early and help set up, but that promise evaporated like morning dew, just like always. The sliding glass door squeaks open behind me, and Mila bursts into the yard, twirling in her new birthday dress. The purple fabric, her royal color, sparkles in the sunlight as she spins. Mom, is it time? Is it time? She bounces on her toes, then freezes. Her eyes dart around the empty backyard, scanning for faces that aren't there. Where's Grandma? And Aunt Savannah and Aunt Lacey? Are they bringing Tyler with them? Did they see the bounce house yet? I force brightness into my voice. They're on their way, sweetie. Probably just running a little late. Mila's face falls for just a second before she rebuilds her smile. Okay, I'm gonna watch for them from the front window. She dashes back inside, and I bite the inside of my cheek until I taste copper. I should have known better than to believe they'd show up on time. Or at all. The doorbell chimes, and I hear Mila's excited shriek. I hurry around the house just in time to see her face collapse as she opens the door to find only Aunt Carol standing there, a wrapped present tucked under her arm. Happy birthday, sweet pea, Carol says, stooping to hug Mila. My daughter hugs her back but peers around Carol's shoulder, searching the empty driveway. Is Grandma coming with you? Mila asks. Carol straightens, her eyes meeting mine over Mila's head. Something like anger flashes across her face before she smiles down at my daughter. I came on my own today, honey. But look what I brought you. She hands Mila the gift, beautifully wrapped with a bow that must have taken 20 minutes to perfect. That's Aunt Carol for you. Always thinking about the details. Thank you, Mila says, her voice smaller now. She clutches the package to her chest and looks back at me. Mom, can I put this with the other presents? Of course, baby. The party's already out back. As Mila disappears into the kitchen, Carol steps inside and closes the door. Eleanor and the girls aren't coming, are they? She asks. My phone buzzes in my pocket before I can answer. I pull it out, already knowing what I'll see. Don't be dramatic. It's just a kid's party. We'll make it up to her at Christmas. My mother's words burn on the screen. Just a kid's party. Just my kid's party. I'm guessing that's your answer, Carol says, watching my face harden. She squeezes my arm. I'm sorry, Maya. The doorbell rings again, saving me from having to respond. Parents start dropping off classmates, 8 little girls in party dresses, carrying gift bags and birthday cards. My neighbor from across the street arrives with folding chairs and a cooler of juice boxes. 2 doors down, Mrs. Wilson brings an extra tray of finger sandwiches and a sympathetic smile. For the next hour, I move through the party like I'm underwater, taking pictures, serving cake, supervising the bounce house. Through it all, Mila keeps looking toward the gate, her eyes lighting up every time it opens, then dimming when another classmate arrives instead of her grandmother. When are Grandma and Aunt Savannah and Aunt Lacey and Tyler coming? She asks, tugging at my shirt as I refill the snack bowl. I'm not sure, sweetie, I say, smoothing her hair. But look at all your friends who came to celebrate with you. She nods and runs back to the bounce house, but the slump in her shoulders tells me everything. This isn't the first time my family has let her down, and something in her 9-year-old heart knows it won't be the last. My mind drifts to last Christmas, when I maxed out my credit card buying gifts for everyone. $8.40 worth of presents I couldn't afford because family matters. 3 months ago, I covered Savannah's salon rent when she came up short. $1, $6.50 I'll never see again. Maya can handle it, they always say. She's good with numbers. Good with numbers, as if that translates to having extra money. Ever since Dad walked out when I was 20, Mom has treated me like an ATM with legs. You're the head of this family now, she declared the day after he left, as if his departure promoted me to financial provider. My phone pings. I glance down, and my stomach curdles. Savannah has posted on Instagram a photo of her, Mom, Lacey, and Tyler raising mimosa glasses at some fancy brunch spot downtown. The caption reads, "Family first, family first." Right, Mom? Mila's voice breaks through my thoughts. She's standing by the present table, surrounded by her friends, ready to open gifts. I tuck my phone away and plaster on a smile. Coming, birthday girl. The girls cluster around as Mila tears into her presents. She thanks each friend with genuine delight. But when all the gifts are opened, she looks up at me, her voice trembling slightly. Did Grandma forget my birthday? The question stabs straight through my chest. I open my mouth, searching for words that won't come, when Carol steps in. Your grandma has a terrible memory sometimes, she says, winking at Mila. But that just means you might get a surprise another day. Mila brightens a little at the possibility, and the moment passes as the girls rush back to the bounce house. Carol squeezes my hand. This isn't right, honey. I nod, not trusting myself to speak. When the last classmate has gone home, I retreat to the kitchen with a stack of plates, letting silent tears fall as I wash each one. Through the window, I see Aunt Carol helping Mila test her new sidewalk chalk, their heads bent together over a rainbow taking shape on the driveway. My phone buzzes again. Another text from Mom. Need $350 for a family emergency. Can you transfer it today? The plate in my hands cracks as I grip it too tightly. I stare at the message, at the timestamp, 3:48 p.m. Right in the middle of the party, she couldn't be bothered to attend. Something inside me breaks too. A dam I've been patching for years. A week later, my phone buzzes against the counter while I'm making Mila's lunch. A peanut butter sandwich cut into triangles, apple slices arranged in a smile, and a note with a little heart. Small gestures to show her she matters. The family group chat lights up with Mom's message. Exciting news. Savannah's Sweet 16 venue is confirmed. $1,850 per guest, with Maya covering Grandma's share since she's on fixed income. Details attached that I nearly dropped my phone. Sweet 16? Savannah is 26. Lacey clarifies. Theme is second chance at Sweet 16, since her real one was at the VFW hall. My fingers tremble as I open the attached PDF. There, in glossy color, is a sponsorship page with my LinkedIn profile picture prominently displayed under Platinum Sponsor. Maya Allen. Another text arrives from Lacey. Maya, you're the accountant. Just handle the deposit. Deadline this weekend. Not a request. A command. Mom? Mila appears in the doorway, Lego piece in hand. Can you help me with a spaceship? In a minute, sweetheart. My voice sounds strange, even to my own ears. I watch her shuffle back to her room, shoulders slumped. Just like at her birthday. Just like every time my family makes promises they never keep. After her door clicks shut, I sit at the kitchen table and open my banking app. The balance stares back, $4,213.47. Every penny earmarked for Mila's braces, next month. On the counter sits a stack of medical bills from when she broke her arm 2 years ago. Insurance covered most, but the $1,200 deductible cleaned out my emergency fund. I'd sold Grandma Rose's silver ring, the only heirloom I owned, to cover the year visit. Grandma Rose, who taught me to balance a checkbook when I was 10, who'd be horrified to see how her daughter treats her granddaughter. My budget spreadsheet glows on my laptop, color-coded, precise to the penny. Rent, $1,025. Utilities, $187.32. Groceries, $420. Car payment, $315.76. After-school care, $240. The margins are thin, but we make it work. Our small 2-bedroom isn't much, but it's home. Clean, cared for, safe. I scroll through old Venmo requests for my family. Last month, $650 for Savannah's salon. Month before, $420 for Mom's patio furniture. Christmas, $840 for family gifts. None repaid. None even acknowledged beyond a quick thanks. Sis texts, My mother, Eleanor, has perfected the art of financial manipulation. She wields guilt like a credit card with no limit. After all, I sacrificed raising you girls alone, she'll say, conveniently forgetting it was her constant spending that drove Dad away. Savannah, 26, runs a salon that hemorrhages money faster than she can highlight hair. Every crisis is an EM. For Gen Z, every loan just until next month. But next month never comes. Lacey, 24, drowns in credit card debt from shopping sprees she can't afford. Somehow, her financial problems always become my financial solutions. The doorbell rings. I've got it. Mila calls. I hear Aunt Carol's warm voice. Hello, sunshine. Is your mom home? She steps into the kitchen, arms loaded with a casserole dish. Her eyes narrow at my expression. What happened? I wordlessly turn my phone toward her. She reads the message, her mouth tightening. They've got some nerve, she mutters, sinking into a chair. After missing her birthday. No. They had brunch instead. I say flatly. I saw the Instagram post. Carol reaches across the table and squeezes my hand. Your mother has always been like this, even when we were kids. But you don't have to keep playing along. A knock at the back door interrupts us. Mrs. Wilson, my 71-year-old neighbor, waves through the window. I gesture her in. Brought you some banana bread, she says, then pauses, sensing the tension. Bad time? Family drama, Carol explains. Mrs. Wilson nods knowingly. She's been bringing casseroles since Mila was born, offering wisdom without judgment. She saw the work absences, the endless emergencies, the relatives asking favors without ever returning them. Your coworker James called, Mrs. Wilson adds. Something about covering your shift tomorrow. Said to tell you he's returning the favor. James, always willing to swap shifts, one of the few who reciprocates. Mommy? Mila stands in the doorway, clutching a drawing labeled My Family. Just two stick figures, me and her. My throat tightens. Of course, baby. Later, I notice the stack of thank you cards Mila made for her birthday guests, each carefully decorated with crayon stars. That night, I overhear her whisper, God, please make Grandma like me more. Summit. Hang in me breaks. An email, forwarded by mistake, confirms the truth. Savannah's Sweet 16 was booked weeks before Mila's birthday. They'd known they wouldn't come. I open a spreadsheet. 3 years of Venmo requests totaled $23,470. My calendar shows 14 vacation days sacrificed for family, never once for myself. On Facebook, I see a photo captioned, So blessed of my girls. I've been cropped out completely. The anger is cold, clarifying. I open Venmo, type $1 memo. Congrats. One press and everything changes. The locksmith arrives that afternoon. 2 new locks, $175. Cheaper than a single favor I usually cover. While Mila naps, I document every unpaid loan. Enough for a car, or braces, or a vacation. The texts won't stop. I silence my phone and email the hotel, demanding my name be removed as a sponsor. Within an hour, they confirm. That evening, Mila and I eat spaghetti, laughing at cartoons. It feels enough. Until pounding rattles the new deadbolt. My mother and sisters rage outside. Maya Allen, open this door. No, honey, I whisper to Mila. Remember, respect matters. Police lights flash. Officer Thompson listens as I show him texts, receipts, the $1 Venmo. They're used to you taking care of everything, he says. Now you're changing the rules. He sends him away. Mom, Mila asks later. Am I not important? Is that why they didn't come? I kneel, holding her hands. No, sweetheart. You are the most important thing. That's why I have to protect us. That night, supportive messages flood in. Carol, Mrs. Wilson, James. Even her teacher notices Mila seems happier. The weight lifts. The next morning, Savannah posts a rant. Toxic people care more about money than family. Dozens pile on, assuming I'm the villain. I start to type paragraphs of defense. then erase it. I post only 5 words. I wish you all well. Uncle Robert calls. You're not the first. Your father left because of T.S. He sent me an old photo of Dad, hollow-eyed. The same look I've worn for years later. Mrs. Wilson brings chicken and rice. Family can be wonderful, or it can be quicksand, she says, pressing a casserole into my hands. Underneath is a $200 gift card. No name. No strings. Just kindness. I sit, tears blurring my eyes. Neighbors I barely know are protecting us while blood relatives wage war online. That night, I update my budget. This time without factoring in family emergencies. The numbers shift on my screen, revealing $732 a month drained by family demands. Enough for braces, a college fund, or even a lake vacation where Mila could make real memories. My breathing steadies. I open a browser, research savings accounts, and start one in Mila's name with a small deposit. A seed. The next morning, grocery shopping feels different. I still check prices, but without the razor-thin fear of before. At checkout, I splurge on $24 tulips, just because they're pretty. The simple act feels rebellious, my smile lasting all day. Saturday, Mila pads into the living room in rainbow pajamas. Aren't we going to Aunt Savannah's party? My hands freeze mid-fold. What? The Sweet 16. I saw it on your calendar. Guilt stirs, but Mila shrugs. I don't really want to go. Those parties are boring. Relief washes over me. Park instead? Maybe ice cream? Her grin seals it. Hours later, chocolate dripping down her chin, she laughs about beating me at horse. A woman offers to take our picture. I hand her my phone, and she captures us, messy, imperfect, radiantly happy. Nothing like my mother's stiff holiday portraits. I like this better than a fancy party, Mila declares. So do I. That night, Aunt Carol texts, you dodged a bullet. Sweet 16 disaster. On the phone, she details it all. My mother coughing by the smoke machine, Savannah fighting the DJ, the bill sending Eleanor white as a sheet. They went over budget without your platinum sponsorship, Carol says. They saved a seat for your wallet. I smile, guilt fading. It's not misfortune, she insists. It's consequence. The next morning at work, my mother appears at my desk. We need to talk. I guide her to the break room. She recites a sermon about forgiveness and family duty. Pastor Wallace says reconciliation is God's way. Did you tell him why we're divided? I ask. She waves it off. Details don't matter, not when family's involved. They matter to me. That evening, I find a note in my mailbox. Children need their grandmother. Think about what you're doing to Mila. The calls and invitations roll in. Savannah's husband pleading for peace. A Thanksgiving card asking for $750. I place it next to Mila's school photo, her smile brighter than ever. After tucking her in, I sit with an old family Christmas photo. Dad's still alive. All of us smiling. I remember the fight that erupted minutes later over credit card debt. My finger hovers over Mom's number. One call, one check, and the cycle begins again. Mila's words echo. Am I not important enough? I file the photo away and replace it with her school picture. The next day, I draft a letter. Every loan, every missed event, every broken promise, documented with dates and amounts. Terms for future contact, consequences spelled out. Copies for Mom, my sisters, and Pastor Wallace. The closing line takes 3 attempts. This isn't about money. It's about respect. 2 days later, Mila receives a glittered birthday card from a classmate. Inside are 3 $1 bills. For ice cream. I'm saving for a bike, but wanted you to have this. Mila beams. Best card ever. I watch her skip away, $3 clutched like treasure. Worth more than every empty promise from my family. That night, Grandma calls. Your mother and sisters are fighting since your letter. You've always been the sensible one. I glance at Mila arranging stuffed animals for a tea party. Yes, I say. That's why I'm making a different choice. 2 months later, soft yellow paint brightens our living room. Missed a spot. Mila teases, her shirt dotted with stars of paint. James delivers a bookshelf. laughter filling our house instead of judgment. Mila writes movie night on the calendar, no family obligations